Let's just get right to it because I I should be in bed. I had a show late last night and I was going so good. And I slept really good. And I get up and I'm like, ah, shit, I got to talk to poor people. So here I am talking to poor people, asking me about daily driver 8,000 horsepower setups. And why doesn't what do I have to do on the RTD when it asks me to license the file? I mean, I'm losing hope, humanity, bro. You license the file, but there's warning signs. Read. Oh, reading comprehension has gone away here. How you guys doing? Hello, intelligent life, says everyone. Good morning, YouTube Corrupt. Good morning, Desert Coyote, Coyote Kelly, Thunder Biscuit, the Danimal. How's it going? Alex Salvia, the Goblin. Not changing this show to 8 p.m.? I don't know. I am beat right now. YouTube. I feel like shit. So, if next week after the dating channel show 8 o'clock on Saturdays affects this show the next morning, I might change this motherfucker at 8 o'clock too. Who knows? But for now, the peasant chat seems to be pretty lit at this time. But hey, YouTube, I might change it. I might change it to 8 p.m. because a lot of people are home Sunday at 8 p.m. What's good? How's the family? What's up, Alex? This is Michael Charlton. Marcus Marr, hello. Got off work. Perfect timing. What do you do for work? Third shift Saturday, having ass. What's wrong with you? Are you a nurse? Fuck. Love the peasant chat. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Morning from Texas. Great morning, bitch. I hope you're having a great day. I just woke up. Like, I legit just woke up. And I'm like, oh, I don't even have time to make coffee. I just got water and some atomic fireballs. That's gonna be breakfast. Just break my teeth in the morning. Holy shit. What happened yesterday? Said missed you yesterday, Jared Wells. Only caught a little bit of it. Not my problem. Catch the replay. It's a good time. And Zane said, what it do? Did it stop raining in Texas already? Like, it rained in Texas for like 2 weeks or something like that. And I remember when I lived in Texas, in Houston, there was these markers all over the place that showed you like, hey, the water was here at one point. And I'm like, for real? For real? And I was like, yeah, no, I gotta move. This place floods every year? No, I gotta move. Got out of there. Phil, Eddie says me, Stephen Gardner, RTR Al. No coffee. Go make some coffee. No, I got no time to make some fucking coffee. Are you insane? It takes a while. Just got up. Out to fire the smoker up. Right. Everyone is doing their thing. So according to Kamala Harris, she said, happy 3-day weekend. What a fucking, wait, how much time am I into this? 3 minutes. What a fucking cunt. You see, she was like, happy 3-day weekend. Bitch, Memorial Day week. What is wrong with you? Let me see. She said happy 3-day weekend. And I'm like, man, you know, these motherfuckers. Say what it is. She said happy. She's blasted for. Oh, she said enjoy the long weekend. You dumbass. I think she tweeted or something. Hey, enjoy the long weekend. Like, it's Memorial Day weekend. Puti. Check it out. Right here. Oh, come on, Alex. Here. Enjoy the long weekend. The Vice President of the United States. Enjoy the long weekend. Bye. Oh, yeah, fuck that whole border shit. I don't care. Wow. Congrats, guys. Congrats. Wow, love those fireballs back in the day. Atomic fireballs are fucking badass. They used to have the big ones that were like a nickel. And, these are, you open up the package. These are fresh. Right off the presses. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone said, poor question number 1, 351 Cleveland or Windsor? Windsor. Doesn't have as many heating issues and parts are plentiful. Why would you fuck with a Cleveland at all? Oh, you could do a Cleaver. I want to do a Cleaver. Cleveland bottom Windsor bottom end, Cleveland heads. Cleaver. Shut the fuck up. It's like a coyote in that bitch. Communism at its best. Damn, I have to work more all day. Steven Gardner. Mama Luna. Oh, by the way, La Mama Luna got a drop kit. Now, once I dropped it, I ended up figuring out that the end links now need to be retightened because you've essentially compressed the spring a little more, and the end link for the sway bar used to be under tension. So now they're not. So now they're a little loose. So I got to get underneath there and crank them up a little bit and it should be good to go. Stings the nostrils. It does sting the nostrils. I opened it. I was like, oof, my God. Kamala's a little embarrassment to our nation, along with that Joe guy. Too early on the West Coast for those. No, it's good shit right now. I'm good to go. Clitor. I think Manuel had his hands on a 347 nitrous motor with a dart block, and his description of it was so disrespectful. He's like, hey, I got a 347 for sale with nitrous, blah, 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 turbo 400, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, an 8-second or high 7-second combo? Like a legitimate badass dart-based 347 nitrous small block Ford combo. He just disrespected all over that fucking motor. And I'm like, dude, the old guys hear that, they're going to be all up in your ass. Mama's cooking on Memorial Day weekend. Did Kwame Brown say anything else? I've seen he was kind of chilling out on that. Mama's cooking. Y'all motherfuckers talking all that shit. Becky with the good hair. Good stuff. Did the shop do a good job installing the kit on the truck? Yeah, they did a very good job. The guy not only did the install, he did a very thorough inspection of it. When I drove it more and things settled, and he did say, bring it back to me after 500 miles. And then I'm going to re-torque everything because inherently things are going to loosen up. Now, what it does is it actually brings up other issues. Driveline angle issues. If you have an F-150, you know that some of these F-150s have weird issues, especially when you're taking off from a light. It shudders a little bit, depending on the suspension geometry. So I noticed that around 30 to 40 mile an hour, it would have a little shudder. And I looked it up, and it has to do with driveline angle stuff, pinion angle. So shimming the driveline to be like super tits is desirable. But Ford gets away with it with like deadening stuff. They just like put weights here and this and they just get away with it by deadening the vibration. So yesterday I'm leaving a light and I feel a little shudder and I'm like, that feels like driveline alignment issues. So I'm gonna work with Jake because Jake has the same thing on his truck. Work with the alignment so that taking off from a light is smooth and that you don't have any shuddering when you're driving. But today my plan is to make 2 videos: GT500 and the Mamalona. Show you the drop kit. Do some more quarter mile testing on the stock tune. Throw cold air in it. Do that. Get you 2 videos at least because I ain't got shit going on today. After the gym, I'm pretty free and I don't work tomorrow. Thank God I don't have to take questions from fucking people tomorrow. Oh my God, I needed a day off. Holy shit. Osis Coyote, twin turbo Gen 3 my future. No! Osis Coyote, do not get a Gen 3. Gen 2. Do not get a Gen 3. The 10R80 is fucking garbage, and you're going to hate how expensive everything is. Do not get a Gen 3. Please. Please. You're going to go drag racing in it, and you're going to hate everything about it. Trust me. Gen 2 is the way to go. Busted out the winter court yesterday in New Hampshire. Insane Mustang says, still a little moist. The storms haven't stopped for now. Have stopped for now. Wow, crazy. Robert Kenny says, Alex is going full ASMR daddy with those Stanford. These are good. These bitches are fire. They're literally fire. Can't wait until you do a Kwame Brown on the racing industry. That'll happen if the EPA gets their way. If the EPA gets their way, Everybody's going on blast. Everybody. I got shit on everybody. I got shit on everybody. Gonna be a good time. And I'll stretch that out. I'll stretch that out over like a month so I can get the max views for it. Marcus Mars says, I decided on a solid mount control arm for my 04. I figured it's an SN95, so it's a rattle box anyway. But this way, it'll be at least a rattle box with no bushing deflection. Haha, hoping to see 1.4 60 foot. Marcus Mars on my Fairmount, I don't have solid in anything. It's all urethane bushing stuff. Because I definitely don't want to hear that thing slap. It already slaps. I don't want it slapping that much more. Virgil Cross says, what pulley size for a 12 to 14 PSI on a Vortec V7JT on a Gen 2 with an 18 manifold with long tube headers and a full exhaust? 3.4? The 3.6 generates about 11 PSI. The 3.4 generates close to 13. Gen 2 Osis a la verga. Exactly. Don't be that Gen 3 shit. You're going to hate the camera version issues. 10R80 sucks after 800 horsepower. Then you got to pull that bitch out, put clutches in it. Depending on who puts clutches in it back in the West Coast. I don't know anybody over there that's competent, honestly. And you're going to be into it for so much fucking money, you're going to miss your Gen 1 twin turbo car. Big time. Trust me on that shit, brother. I got a Gen 3 turbo and I love it. Okay, good for you, buddy. Then he goes to a light, the car shuts off on its own, and you're like, what happened? I think the tune's fucked up. Yeah, okay. That's right. The tune is causing that. Got it. All of a sudden it starts stalling issue. Got it. I got my Four Innovations fuel system installed, and the fuel push only goes to 12 PSI. The fuel push? What? And will not go up when adjusting it. Have not started the car yet. That means you have an internal leak in the fuel system, or your regulator is not working properly. But the pump should be pumping insane amount of, let's say your regulator is not working. That bitch should be pumping like, I don't know, 70 plus PSI at the rail. So you got either an issue at the fuel pump itself, or there's an issue with the fuel delivery, or the fuel filter's fucking clogged or something. Gotta be. Adrian 50 is tuning for 2021 available? Yes, with the RTD only. No Lund Racing Engage can flash a 2021 car. Good morning, Alex. Getting Lund tuned 79mm BAP and FIC 1000s for my 2.3 Roush kit. You mentioned upgrading to a PMS over the stock Roush. I saw two versions though. I want the tune required intake, right? Correct. You want the tune required intake because the tune required intake is the exact same MAF housing, except you use the stock sensor. The no tune required is only for naturally aspirated vehicles. When are you gonna tune Red Eyes, Carnal? Rodrigo Salsa. I'm only gonna, if I get into Red Eyes, first of all, I gotta buy one, because that's the way you do it. You buy one, you get into it, and it's not gonna be any better than anyone else's. I don't think the tuning, it'll just be something I can offer. I might get into it like on my own if shit goes downhill. But the problem is, man, there's not that many Red Eyes out there. There's a lot more regular 392s, RTs, you know, scat packs and all that dumb shit than Red Eyes and Hellcats. You could do exclusive Red Eye Hellcat tuning, sure, but I can't imagine it's that difficult. If a lot of these poor motherfuckers are doing it with HP tuners, I'd like to see what the calibration looks like and maybe talk to someone who at least is familiar with them, like someone from like DBR, and just get pointers from him. Patino says, I just ordered 35 flat axles and spool for the Fox. Hush Money has the tubes welded and a brace and 9-inch ends, right? No, Patino. It has welded 9-inch ends and 33 spline axles. That's it. Gotta keep sending letters to your representative regarding the RPM Act. Don't take your foot off the pedal. I send one every couple of weeks. Right. Mr. Hudson. Representative Hudson actually is the main sponsor. Now this thing's going to be slow as fuck, and I'm going to get so pissed because the internet is slow while I'm streaming. Internet is way slow while I'm streaming. How do I get to my yellow douchebag page? Oh my God, I'm so fucking tired. I was sleeping like a baby, and then I'm like, I got to get up and talk to poor people. You know that? Richard Hudson, my man. Richard Hudson. Thank you, sir. Richard Hudson. Just in time for our region's biggest racing weekend, the RPM Act has been introduced, and I'm proud to co-sponsor the legislation by Patrick McHenry. This guy is the real deal. These North Carolina and South Carolina guys are the best, which supports the automotive and motorsports industries. Car enthusiasts should not have their way of life threatened by the EPA and government bureaucrats. Now, Perdomo talked about this on his last show, so if you're curious about in-depth stuff about the RPM Act, look at this dumb Lori cunt. Lori's a cunt. Of course she's got a rainbow shit. Car enthusiasts are having their way of life threatened by the continued burning of fossil fuels. Get a clue. Oh my God. And Vicky, of course they're women. They don't know shit about shit. They don't know that a car burning ethanol is less harmful to the planet short term than a lithium-based battery hunk of shit. Wow, the stupidity of the people. Anyway, Richard Hudson, thank you so much for being a bro. I'd love to talk to you someday. But anyway, Perdomo talked about this at length as to who co-sponsors the bill, who doesn't. Well, by state, it's very good. I hope it gets reintroduced, and I hope it gets passed. That still doesn't mean that the EPA can't do shit. But Richard Hudson is responsible, or is on the committee that is responsible for funding the EPA. So anytime the EPA needs money, Mr. Hudson and others start saying, if y'all need money, why are y'all doing this? So he's affecting the EPA right where it affects him the most, the pocket. So he can start saying, I'm going to cut y'all's funding, or I'm going to vote to cut y'all's funding because you guys are doing some trifling shit. So he can directly affect what the EPA does for sure. Justin Caron, I put 12,000 on my Gen 3 turbo. It's never stalled. Okay, then you have a unicorn. Get over 800 real horsepower, flare shifts on the trans, and then start complaining. And then that's a $5,000 rebuild right there, buddy. Or 4,000, whatever it is. Gen 2 all the fucking way. Justin Caron, you're just not making the power to understand the issues with the Gen 3. Yeah, exactly, Justin. You're probably making 600. And you're thinking, oh, it's twin turbo 600, it's fine. Wait till you start making big boy horsepower. When OSIS wants to make power, it's like 900 and up. And that's when all the 800 and up, all the issues start happening. Cameron Clark says, morning, Alex. Been a little while since I listened in. How's it going? Going good, Cameron. Evan Smith said, good morning, Alex. I was looking at the ProCharger kit, and the MAF goes in the intercooler. Thoughts? I don't like the MAF going into the intercooler, but ProCharger does sell a part to be able to put the MAF on the charge pipe round and makes drivability a lot better. I wonder why they did that if their kit was so awesome. Richard Hudson is down to squabble, baby. Richard Hudson is down to squabble. That's the dude. Someone in New Jersey, PA, New York area, buy my Borla S-Type axle backs with under 10,000 miles. Because mileage matters with exhaust. Mileage matters with exhaust. It's only got 10,000 miles on mufflers. What a weird thing to say. At what point would you need to switch to ID 1700X power-wise? Over 11 or 1200 on a Coyote, depending on RPM. ID has, Injector Dynamics has a calculator on their website that tells you when it's time to upgrade from 1300s to 1700s, and it's usually around 11, 1200 wheel. Has Lund started to put money into our R&D for EV tuning? Is it possible? Nope. And that's something we really have to start doing, in my opinion. We cannot be caught with our pants down. So we got to start. We're not just going to wait around. I hope. If not, I'm going to do that shit. I'm going to buy. Look, if I have the financial freedom to do so, I'm getting a Hellcat just to have diversity and an EV car and just start diving into it. Something. I can't just wait for Ford to do stuff. No one can just wait. If you get caught with your pants down, you'll be gone. You'll be beholden to whatever others can provide for you. You got to be on the forefront. You got to be at the cusp. You have to be right there. If not, it's going to pass you by real fast. Gonzo the Great says, what did he say? Good morning, Alex. If I plan on keeping my Gen 3 10RD combo swap NA, will it be okay with the converter, or is it wise to freshen up the 10R with clutches? NA, you don't need clutches at all. You can just get a converter and you should be good to go for a very long time. Jason Freiberg says, checked and rechecked, no leaks. Could it be that I only have maybe 2 gallons of 93 in the tank? There is fuel in the lines. Dude, if you're only getting 12 PSI, you have a fuel delivery issue. Take the hat off. Take the pumps off. Make sure that the O-ring didn't get fucked up on the pumps. Put the pumps back on. Drop the tank. Drop the hat back in the tank. Guaranteed if you only have 12 PSI, you have a fuel filter issue or a fuel delivery issue at the hat. 100%. Michael Holmes says, are you gay or what? You know, I wonder how guys come to that conclusion and they look at you way closely. Like a lot of men that say, Alex, are you gay? Because, you know, you speak good English and you speak with your hands. They look at you really closely, and it's usually their insecurity that makes them ask that question. Been there, done that. I know how human brains work, and that is like one of those things where they start asking because, boy, he's pretty. He talks, he speaks really well. Because I guess when you're a dumbass, you don't speak. I guess when you're a dumbass and you speak like a Neanderthal, then you're like perceived to be manly. Saw a wide body Charger Hellcat down here in Florida. I want one so bad. Wide body Chargers are nice. We just tore apart a 700 wheel 10R80. Not good, Alex. Not good. Bought drums, clutches, steels from Beefcake. Exactly. But people out there are like, Alex doesn't know what he's talking about. Manuel Gomez is going 7s. Yeah, he absolutely beefs the shit out of 10R80s. And in my opinion, I don't think they're good. I don't even think a 6R80, 6R or a 10R is a good racing transmission. What does that mean? Going rounds. Going rounds. If you want to go test and tune, that trans is fine. If you want to race that car at a track, drag racing, and go rounds with it, you might as well just get a Glide or 400. Do you think Ford will ever make performance Ford Lightning since it's full electric now? Only if there's a demand for it, you know? Ford doesn't make anything unless there's money in it. And since their best-selling vehicle is the F-150, they said, well, let's go electric. And people will buy it. Not only because it's trendy, but it's an F-150. So it does have the F-150 quote-unquote quality behind it. I don't know that they'll just make it without a huge demand behind it. Guess my Gen 3 won't get built, but I'll buy a Gen 2 for that. The gays can't like cars too. Do you think... You do have a pretty mouth, though, says Rodrigo Salces. Jasper's Devlin says, Buenos dias, Alex. I came to the conclusion that the wife won't let... The wife won't let... That sentence does not make sense to me. She won't let me put 8,000 on a boost application and install. Have you heard of anyone purchasing used boost applications? Jasper's Devlin, your wife runs your pocketbook? The fuck out of my face. I ain't got no advice for you. Love you. Fuck out of here. Your wife? Fuck. Kidding me? Brandon says, good morning. Good morning, Alex. Is it really necessary, says Brad Boss, to buy a new sleeve bottom end, or would sleeving a used one from, say, 70,000 miles be just fine? At what point you should just spend the extra cash? What? No, as long as your block isn't broken or cracked, you can sleeve it. Most blocks are used. most sleeve blocks that get sent places are used. As long as there's no cracks or holes in it, you should be able to sleeve it, no problem. Yeah, I don't go rounds. I go to Mexico on the weekends. All right, there you go. 650 horsepower Mexico twin turbo car? Absolutely, all day. Anything can do that. Not a problem. Even Gen 1 can do that. Looks like Stang mode hurt a piston. It needs a Lund tune. Dude, it's not going to get a Lund tune. Let's just be honest. That car's not going to get a Lund tune. Like ever. Like ever. Wish him the best. He made his decision. Made his bed. Sleep in it, bro. You're not going to get a Lund tune. And that's not because of me. Nothing to do with me. Also saw the Lund page snooping around under Vortec V3 and got some Gen 2 lost cylinder 8 with a 3.6 pulley 93. How common is this? Hope it was just his luck. Wait. Saw some Gen 2 lost cylinder 8 with a 3.6 pulley. Look. 3.6 pulley makes 11 PSI. And if you get a bad batch of gas, bye-bye. So we don't know the full story because I've seen knock activity, bad knock activity on Gen 2s with 93, depending on where you're located, like Arizona or, Michigan has good gas, Carolinas have good gas, and Texas has good gas. Florida doesn't. My car knocked on 93 with a 3.6, and I lowered timing big time, or I actually choked the inlet or ran boostane. I did a bunch of different things just to make sure that it was not causing an issue in the future. Been with my girl 7 years and not married. Find a new man if you want that ring bad. Oh, find a new man. What the hell's happening? Alex, why do knuckle draggers lower the compression on big block Chevy for boost, but the Coyote can handle high compression and boost? Well, they have displacement on their side. MK Johnson, they have displacement on their side. They have 450, 500 cubic inch. You don't need high compression. If I had a big block Chevy, I'd have a low compression big block Chevy, because a low compression big block Chevy with big turbos and pump gas could probably make 1,000 wheel because it has displacement. The wife won't let four words a man should never have to say. Dude, I cannot believe he said that. Like, I cannot believe he actually typed that down. Geez, what happened to buy first and ask forgiveness later? Brad Boss says, thank you for the clear answers. Is he being funny? Hey, Alex, how you liking the truck so far? The dealer is offering good money for my 19 UT, thinking about going the truck route. So it's a completely different experience, right? You drive a Mustang every day, so your feeling of zipping around cars and merging and getting off and turning and stopping. The truck is a truck. It stops like shit. It accelerates like shit. It turns like shit because it's a truck. But now that I lowered it, and I'm going to tune it eventually once I get my hands on either a used N-Gauge or an RTD, it'll be fun then, but it's still a truck. It still doesn't drive nearly as good as a car. His couch definitely touches the wall. Hunter Walker says, what do you think would be the best idea as far as a daily goes? I know boostane wears plugs, maybe a turbo filter or something of that nature to keep it from seeing 11 PSI. Keep good gas in it all the time and get a 3.8 pulley. I mean, sorry, if the gas quality is not good in your area, lower boost. Thanks again for the tune. Much love, says Tanner Haidman. Mongo Brain, is $20,000 a high price for a 1314 50? If the 1517 S150s are going for $25K, I plan on gutting it. Street missile stuff. That's about right. The used car market did a weird thing in the last 2 years where used cars really started going up in price, and now based on the shortage, which is funny. Like, there is no lumber shortage. But now now they can get away with charging you double what they used to charge you because you'll pay it. So what do you think the lumber industry is going to do? They're going to keep the prices as is because your stupid ass pays it. If everyone tomorrow stopped buying lumber for a week, watch the prices go down. If everyone strategically stopped buying lumber for a week and all the big suppliers started, they're like, there's an overstock now. Oh, no shit. Supply and demand. If you guys keep paying high prices for lumber and other things, I'm telling you, it'll go down real fast. I got to the point where I can actually chew it. It's like Jawbreaker. It's good shit. One is all I can handle right now. The wife won't let translates into him being broke. Got it. Hi, listen, I'm taking off slowly. The car will drop RPMs to 500 and wants to stall. Also stalls when I come to a more sudden stop braking with the engine. Any ideas, Lund tune? Alex, is it manual or auto? Alex Hallenbach, is it manual or auto? Because if you tell me taking off, it drops to 500 RPM, give it more gas. Two-wheel drive F-150 crew cab, lower or lift it? I would never recommend lifting a truck. To me, that's weird, but some people like lift kits. I don't. I like lowering it. Yo, Alex, 2018 10R80. Will the QA1 carbon fiber drive shaft take 2/10 off my 60? No. Who told you that? No, I don't think so. It's rotational mass. I think it'll take off everywhere, but not just 60. I don't think so. Lumber quote, Alex for president. Exactly. 100%. Just stop buying. Stop buying for a week. Watch the price plummet for nothing. Oh, all of it. There's a huge overstock. Lumber prices are back to normal. No, back to normal. I can't even talk. I gotta have my coffee. Oh yeah. Alex, did you have a solid mount control arms in the black car? Alex, did you have solid mount control arms in the black car? I should have mentioned I have a sticker. No. Marcus Marr, no. I've never had solid mount anything anywhere. Ever. Ever. My uncle works for a wood mill. During COVID, they never slowed production. You're absolutely right. There is no shortage. There is no shortage. They're just jacking up the prices because they can, because it's perceived that there is a shortage, and they double their profits based on nothing. Look at what happened with gas prices. Once that pipeline shut down for a week, perception was that there will be shortages based on what's happening. So they're going to keep prices high. What happens if there's a national day of not driving? One day, if everyone organizes, but the problem is Americans are stupid and people are stupid in general. If in one day, the American public says we are staying home and not drive at all, gas stations won't need deliveries. Basically, look at that. There is no demand for a day. Watch prices go down. Hey, family, how's it doing? Says Brian Cassette. Alex, 2024, who's with me? Alex Salve, good morning, Alex. I'm buying a Platinum F-150 Power Boost Hybrid 430, 570 to tow my 19DT twin turbo. Truck feels faster than 430 horsepower. It should, especially with the torque, if the electric motor is complementing it. I hear that they're great. We can't tune the 21s yet, but let me know how it goes. And you should test it with the Draggy to test it up against a regular, similarly equipped F-150 5-liter non-power boost and see how it goes. I like the hybrid idea on trucks for sure. I need lumber for my chicken pens, though. Bought some new Hoosiers QTP without permission. Same here. Rami Zaidan had one of the customers that went out to the track with Mickey Thompson ET Street bias ply. What a trash tire, bro. What a trash tire. Get Hoosier QuickTime Pros, man. Hoosier QuickTime Pros, in my opinion, for bias ply. Mickey Thompson missed the boat on that one. They used to have old school ET Streets that are bias ply that were so nasty. I used to have 26.5 by 11.5 by 15 on a Fox body ET Street, and on the street it would bite like a motherfucker. Now they fucking just roll over, and I don't know what compound they're using. I have no idea what Mickey Thompson did, but their bias ply ET Street is absolute trash. Inflation dog. Yeah, okay. It's a manual car, and yes, more gas works, but it's not normal. Oh, okay, Alex, more gas. I can even lock my foot in neutral, and it will keep dropping RPMs, but won't stall. Has a Roush Stage 3 blower. Oh, that piece of shit. So do you have a JLT intake, or do you have a Roush cold air intake, Alex? It's usually having to do with the stupid... the GT500 throttle body with an aftermarket calibration. Once you get off of a calibration, you're going to need some idle air tweaks and some spark tweaks to keep it from stalling. So Alex, hit up your ticket, reply, let them know what's happening, and they should have a fix. If they ask why, like Brandon or Dakota or John said, Alex, get me Alex. Alex will do it. I know what the fix is. The only lift will be a Baja pre-runner kit, otherwise lowered. Good morning, Alex. You always say you prefer Gen 2 over Gen 3. What about the F-150? I have a 17, but all the Mamalonas I see are 18 plus. Why I don't see anyone building a 15, 17? I don't know why you don't see anyone building a 15, 17, but maybe it's because they didn't make a lot of regular cab, short bed, 5-liter Gen 2s. Joe Goodenough has one, supercharged, and I think it's like a 10-second truck. I think they're great. I think the 6R80, the right trans. When I drive my 10R80 truck, it fucking sucks. Now, wide open throttle, it does the job. It does the job. And I got it basically because I'm going to stay under 800 rear wheel horsepower. It's going to be a quick street truck that I fuck around with. But I don't like the trans. It drives like fucking garbage. I told you guys how I feel leaving a light. It absolutely flares, and this is on the bone stock tune. It flares. It doesn't know what gear to go in. The 10R80 is trash, in my opinion, daily driving. We the people turned into every man for himself. Have you tuned the new Mach 1 yet? I don't care. I don't care. That's what you don't have a joint account. Plus, they don't have to know how much it costs. Okay, they're talking about the wife situation. Alex, October's when they think the chip shortage will normalize. All of a sudden, it'll normalize. You'll see. And then you'll see that used car prices are still not going to normalize. You'll see there'll be some other shortage, like drive shaft shortages. Like shortages that don't make any sense just to make you pay more for parts. Ross DeLauro says 17 GTM TD2 with the Gen 5 Stage 2 Whipple, complete kit with Whipple calibration. After a quick run up to 80 miles per hour and putting in neutral, Lambda drops to 0.7 and RPMs hunts 250 to 750. Math turbulence? Yeah, probably. Math turbulence. And it's on a Whipple tune, so you can't blame Lund tune for that. It's usually math turbulence, especially if you have like an open grill. Like if you have a grill that's not factory, like an open grill delete kit, it rushes air into the math. Or if you're one of those dumb motherfuckers that drilled into their air box, if it's a sealed air box from Whipple, and wanted to do the wine mod, you dumb motherfucker, whoever did that is a fucking knuckle dragging idiot because you want to hear the wine in the cabin, you dumbass. I'm not saying you did it. I'm just saying people that did do that all experienced drivability issues. Roush Intake says, Alex Hallenbach. Yeah, Alex, hit up your ticket. Say, hey, I got some intermittent stalling. It dips in idle under 400 RPM. And I heard Alex on his show say that there's a fix. It could be spark related. It could be idle air related. And then if they refuse to help you, which I doubt, just have them give me the ticket. Wild Horse 550 says, wait, what? My ET Street R buys play freaking hook, buddy. Street or strip? No, they don't. That means you don't make any power. That means you don't make any fucking power. At like 600 wheels, 700 wheels, those things are absolute trash. Godson says, morning, Alex, just came in from watching the show last night. Awesome. Very good. I can't believe I'm up early enough for this, says Dre Day. Thank you for responding, says Alex. I already contacted your team, but was told Lund can't tune SCT cars anymore. So I'm working around it. I have an engage on hand though, right? And again, guys, if you guys get mad at Lund for not being able to tune SCTs, you are aiming your anger in the wrong place. SCT was the one that told us that we can't tune their shit anymore. They got Poppy slapped their wrist. Poppy slapped their wrist, and they were like, "Oh, we got to take it on someone," and they start talking shit on us. Fine, be gone. You just cut out 70% of the Ford market. And then they started deleting, taking handhelds off the market. They deleted the GTX. You'll see. It hurt them. It hurt them big time. Same with the swimming pool. Prices are through the roof. It's like having a trailer for your car. Everybody wants to be your friend, thinking about charging people when they ask if they can come over. I don't have a swimming pool. The complex right there has an insane swimming pool with that thing is lit every weekend with super hot chicks from South Africa. A lot of them work in the what do you call it? The service industry. Like there's a lot of high-end spas and resorts here, and a lot of the women come from South Africa, young girls, and they just shack up here for 6 months and go to work. My ET drag wrinkled thinking about changing. The doorman says 13 GT with a VMP Gen 2R and an ID 1050Xs and a Roush intake manual. Stock fuel system will stall at idle. Other time the idle will drop to 500, then 1300. Any ideas? The doorman, that's the same issue the other guy's having. So whoever's tuning you, hit them up. Bill of specialty street lights or wind lights on a Fox, leaning towards wind lights. I think the wind lights are better, right? There we go. Wow, it looks like I looked that up recently. I think wind lights or street lights. So wind lights are this one. We saw this on the Grand National last week. Those are wind lights. Street lights are on a Fox. I would look killer. Oof, that looks tough. Man, that looks tough though. Shit. Boy, either. They both look tough as shit. Damn. Whoa. I like both, man. I like both. These look good. So, yeah. Oh, look. This looks like a Fox. I think it's a Fox. No, it's not a Fox. Something like a Nova. Some shit. Yeah, bro, either. They're both badass, in my opinion. You can't go wrong either way. 1080 is only fun when you're Watt. Exactly. Angel A says, what's up, bitch? I have to keep my 1080 in sport even driving around town. Justin, exactly. If you have a stock tune and you put it in drive and you drive away, it goes 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes, you put it in sport mode and it's cold outside. It does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the converter locks up in second or third. So it goes, piece of shit. Good job, Ford. Piece of shit. The wind lights are what I'm thinking about getting. Wind light bead locks all the way. Good morning, Alex. I send you an email. The Mustang house. You send me an email? What'd you do? What's in the email? Not about your looks again, is it? The dating channel. I was taking a lot of emails about people's looks. So Monday, tomorrow on the dating channel at 8:00 p.m., we're gonna dissect the guy's looks and see how everything goes. Cesar, greeting, Denton, John, me. I don't know. Maybe you have to resend it because I got like 40 emails. Someone's asking me about clutch options. Man, I don't got time for that shit. So, Alex, I know I missed a lot, but did you ever get a chance to work with Ben Callum on the 18-up stage 3 transmission of shift fork upgrade? Anything to help that MT82? Ben Callum went dark. He went dark on me. He said he was going to get me trans. He went dark. I haven't heard shit. Maybe he got real busy, but I haven't heard shit. So, I'm going to keep trucking. I'm not going to wait for... I'm done waiting for people. I am done waiting for people. Every single time I wait for people, 1 year, 2 years later, I'm late to the game on shit. I'm going to move on with my own shit. Bumble Swipes had the chat screaming. I don't race, so glad I didn't get a 10-speed, smart man. I sent you an email about the PC build. Okay, I got 5 emails. All of a sudden, I mentioned PC, and 5 motherfuckers want to work with it. And I'm like, now I got to choose. We'll see. I'll go through my emails when I get a chance, and I'll see what I decide to do. I'm gonna get wind lights with black faces and the polished lip. Thanks, Alex. Hey, nice, Patino. Look, they both look good. Personally, not a fan of the 10R140 shift tables. Okay, I look at them and I don't like how Chevy or whoever stacked them. Stop it. I'm gonna start driving mine in sport mode only until I get tuned. And then what a lot of people don't like is after they get a tune from Lund, in drive, we make them hit all the gears, right? So now in drive, it hits all the gears. And people have the nerve to go, hey, it drives differently after you guys sent me a tune for my 10R80 car. Well, no shit. My fans are on earlier. No shit. It drives differently. No shit. Did you want a tune so that it drives like stock all the time? Come on. Clutch is going in my car. Full bolt-on E85, but plan on boost down the road. What do you think I should put in it? Full bolt-on E85 and RST. The McLeod RST to me is still the best middle-of-the-road clutch that, allows some slippage. The organic, it's not like a super hard material that destroys gears, and it's actually pretty decent. I prefer the RST for a bolt-on car. Boosted, I used to think Mantic, but I don't know what happened to them. There's a McLeod makes a private label clutch for a company that seems to be good out there, but I do not recommend the RXT either. For some reason, my dad thinks his 16 GT 630 with a VMP Gen 3 72 pulley Ignite E80 and the DD149 making 850 real horsepower should drive stock. Yeah, your dad needs to fucking get a clue. You have a 149 millimeter cold air intake. You have a 72 millimeter pulley E90. So his cold starts must be whack as fuck. And it should not drive like stock at all. You want your car to drive like stock? This is the only way to make your car drive like stock when it's been modified. Go back to the stock tune, revert all the parts back to stock. That's the only way your car's ever going to drive stock like. The best we can do is the best we can do. If the car doesn't buckle, trip out, or do some dumb shit, consider yourself lucky. The fact that we can make them drive very good, like drivability is our MO. But people get mad when it's not driving the way they want it to drive. I love it. People be like, hey, it has a sudden surge in power at 3,000 RPMs. Yeah, the bypass shut. So now you have a surge in power. Well, how do I fix that? Well, you could put a nitrous pill in the I don't want to do that. I don't want to put a nitrous pill in the bypass to slow down the rate of it closing. Then get used to a sudden surge in power when the bypass shuts. Dude. Alex, how can I get in contact to make you my tuner? I don't want to be your tuner. I don't want to be anyone's tuner. Go to Lund. Say, I want to get a tune. And whoever Nardi or Tyler gives you to, they're going to do fine. People want to be tuned by me because they think I'm going to like chit chat with them and have a friend conversation. No, I'm very professional and I'm very short. Here's your tune, log it. Here's your tune, log it. Here's your tune, log it. Bye, you're gone. Next. I'm not going to go, what's up, man? You're a fan of my show? Oh, that's cool. Did you see that part when I said that the couch? Then the ticket is this long, ridiculous fucking thing. No. No. You're not going to get any special treatment because you're a fan of my channel if you get tuned by Lund. That's not how it works. Alex Hallenbach said SCT are pretty dumb for forbidding Lund to tune cars using their product. Luckily, I bought an Engage a while back to switch anyways. Keep up the awesome work, brother. Yeah, they done fucked up. Alex, you got any feedback on the Tilton twin clutch? Never heard of it, so no feedback, sorry. Ace clutches, you boosted guys, expensive but worth it. Got it. Never heard of them either. Manta clutch for the win, says Dre Day. Sure. I just don't know what happened. Like, clutch guys just like fell off. And McLeod still has a private label clutch that seems to be decent, but I'm not rocking with anything McLeod. I got an RXT from a fan, and I don't want to put it in the car. I'd rather put a stock clutch back in the car than an RXT. Could you mix 108 Sunoco with 93? I have that locally, wondering if I could use it just to be safe. So what is the stoic? You got to tell me what the stoic is for the fuel. If the stoic for the fuel is like 14.7 or 14.0, sure. You can mix C16 with race gas. You can mix C10 with race gas. I wouldn't mix MS109 with race gas. It's a little different on the stoic situation, a little less dense, but I've never heard of an issue mixing similar stoic fuels together. Drive like stock equals leave it stock. Exactly. Deceptive's Garage says, Alex, should I pick up a used P1 SC kit near me for $2K or piece together a kit using a D1 or a better intercooler? You just said some crazy shit. If you want a kit, buy a brand new kit that has all the parts. If you're going to start piecing shit together and I say, sure, buddy, start piecing it together, then you're going to start asking me about brackets, blow-off valves, line routing. No. Just buy a complete kit. Stop fucking around. Gomez out here beating vets again with pickups, Alex. Wild times we're living in. Like you have nothing better to do at work. Hey, Alex, what's my 2020 F-150 and 85 race only tune supposed to be shifting at? I don't know what manifold do you have? Do you have a stock manifold? The stock shift points. Because the torque curve is done. So about 6,500. That's it. Oh, I wanted to rev it up to 8,000. A stock intake manifold to 8,000? That's really stupid. It'll actually slow you down. Not with 70 plus tickets. Alex doesn't have time to chit chat. 70 plus tickets every fucking day. And you guys gonna want to like chit chat and say, YOLO. Dude, stop it. I'm at work. Alex, when buying a junkyard Coyote, is there any mileage limit? No. You have to, junkyard, you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice, really, right? When you buy a junkyard Coyote from a truck or whatever, it can have 100,000 miles and be awesome. It can have 10,000 miles and be totally beat. So mileage does not dictate the condition that it's in. Come on, man. That's like literally like common sense. Team Beefcake Racing says, happy Memorial Day weekend. Hey, Team Beefcake Racing, happy 3-day weekend. Like Kamala Harris says, happy 3-day. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Happy long weekend. Yeah, happy Memorial Day weekend, Team Beefcake. And for all the servicemen out there, thanks for your service. The RXT on the 6060 should be fine, right? Yeah, the RXT should be fine. And even the McLeod 1200 HD or whatever the hell clutch, they should be fine. But people, the RXT just has this material that's like super hard engagement. And yeah, it all the grip. Yeah, and it clamping force. Yeah. What happens when you shift? It engages really hard and breaks everything. Road Raged 860 says, I got a 15 performance package stick car, 93 octane Gen 5 Whipple tuned by Brandon. Track mode and advance off, fun as hell, street car. Oh, okay, it wasn't a question, it was just a comment. Awesome. Thank you. Glad you're happy. Nick Vasquez says, I got an Odin GT350 tuned by Dakota. Makes 807,590. Car runs amazing. Street car, occasional Mexico, no track. What's next? What's max horsepower you recommend on a 350? Honestly, I wouldn't go much past 850, 875. Honestly, they're fine. But I've seen guys fling rods at over 900 because they stay at 900. They race at 900. They daily at 900. They shift and race all the fucking time at 900. And those motors just weren't designed to be that high. Same thing with Gen 2 Coyotes. 850 to me is safe for Gen 2 and GT350s. Anything beyond that, it's hit or miss. Things can go downhill really, really fast. Ooh, this thing's blowing up. Holy shit. Peasant chat, feel you the cool thing. Okay, gotcha. Beef Cannon, Sonner Walker says. Yeah, a lot of people are buying the GT3, especially GT350s. They're buying Odin kits, and VMP is going because apparently they didn't have any supply issues, whereas Whipple had some issues with some what do you call it? Bondobird told me. Bondobird told me yesterday. Let me see what he said. I got it. I got his shit right here. Castings. They have 3 casting companies, and they're all blaming COVID for the backlog on Whipple superchargers. That he's like, we're so behind that we've been machining billet 3.8 Mustang housing so we can test. We should be getting hundreds of castings at a time, and they're months behind their delivery schedule. Even then, each delivery might only have 10 or 20 housings, half of which get rejected because quality control, makes sure that everything is good. So yeah, so Whipple's going to be backtracked for a while. And if VMP was smart, they would stock up on everything, because if Whipple is behind 3, 4, 5 months on kits, VMP can just, let's go, get me that money, The Mustang House, I send you an email once again. Okay. Let's see. What's the email about? Here we go. Hey, Alex, I was hoping you could help me with this. Oh, what? Oh, you want okay. That's for tomorrow's show, the Mustang House. Okay. That's for tomorrow's show, not for this show, but thank you. Thank you for reminding me. That's why I got an Odin, because Whipple was weeks back ordered. Got my Odin in 3 days. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever's available is what people are going to go with. Whipple was very smart at a certain time where they were just giving kits that got to guys that had TVSs, and people were making the switch because it was performing better. And then once the switch started happening and people started dumping TVSs, Whipple was smart and they had a lot in supply. Now the opposite is happening. Whipple can't provide the blowers fast enough. So VMP is just going, we got a shitload of blowers. People are putting them in their cars and they're going, hey, it's making good power. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm not sucking one dick over the other. But if one guy can supply a product and the other cannot, people are just going to buy it, plain and simple. My buddy waited 8 months for his Whipple. It is insane. Richard, run until you blow a gear on the MT82 and then swap it. I see a lot of people make the switch to VMP and cancel their orders on Facebook. Woof. Odin wasn't my first choice, but it actually runs amazing. They threw in the underhood ice tank and gave me a great deal. Happy with the turnout. There you go. They're in a good position right now. VMP's in a really good position right now, where Whipple is flailing and floundering at supplying a product that is wanted. Now there's going to be a shitload of VMP kits on cars that otherwise would have gone Whipple. They don't care. They're going to take your money. It's good. SVT Performance says Whipple needs to get the fuck out of California too. I don't know why they're still in California. I have no idea why Whipple is still in California. No clue. I'm shocked. No comment of the week yet. Whipple being backordered helped me sell my Whipple car for a good price. Yeah. Now that's the other thing. If you have a Whipple kit, people will buy it in a heartbeat. Oh my God. So Power by the Hour, I think, has like Well, they're gone. Like they've been back ordered, so they're just filling up back orders. But if someone has like a Whipple kit in a box ready to go, that bitch will be gone in a second. SCT Performance says Starkey does a pretty good job of keeping kits on the shelf. Yeah, I mean, I'm not aware of what's happening, but when I worked there was kits on the shelf all the time. There was kits on the shelf all the fucking time. Here we go, Ants Coyote. VMP jacked up my local buddies, 1,000 horsepower built bottom and SY50. I wouldn't let those guys for anything but parts. Okay, whatever. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Alex, how are the Odin Superchargers doing on Gen 3 motors? They seem to be doing good. Look, we have tuned cars that have made well over 900 real horsepower with stock cams. They make power. They make enough power to blow your car up. So don't worry about how much power it can make. Look, it's like an Edelbrock Supercharger. The Edelbrock Supercharger ported can make over 1,000 wheel horsepower. So what the fuck else do you need? But in my order to Whipple October 2020, still hasn't got it. Got the Goblin, I tell him to cancel the order. It's over. If I order something and it doesn't come in after a month, I'm going to see what else is that. There's Edelbrock, there's Paxton's, there's Turbos, and then there's the TVS from VMP. Friend ordered his for Black Friday. Wow. Future races be like full tuned Mustang Mach-E versus full bolt on 5.0. I do miss the Whipple feel though. Makes me want one on my Gen 1, but I can't see spending the same on a blower I did on the car, 100%. Beefcake Racing says, Whipple is 20 weeks. VMP, 4.5 Paxton, 2.3 Pro Charger, 4.5, 17, 8 weeks. Some 18 in stock. Edelbrock, out of stock. Yeah, Edelbrock seems to be like flailing also. So Team Beefcake says Whipple is 20 weeks out. VMP, 4 to 5. Paxton Vortec, 2 to 3. Pro Charger, 4 to 5. Roush, 15 to 17, 8 weeks out. Hey, there's still Roush kits out there. That's right. Roush still makes the Gen 2 and under 2.3, which to me is a bad little blower. So there you go. And of course, Beefcake says he has some 18 Roush kits in stock because no one's buying them shits. What about Ken Bell? That could be the comment of the week. Their website is like Drunk Ramblings of Consciousness. Yeah, no, you know me. And come on, Alex, do you have any tune for a C6Z06 to make it start up faster? Also, did you poop on any cats today? What happened to Mantic? I don't know what happened to Mantic. Yonce 50, see you later, brother. Thanks for tuning in for a bit. I don't know what happened to Mantic. Mantic was on a roll 2-3 years ago. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if QC went down or what, but I would run a Mantic clutch on my shit. But I hear not so positive things. So I'm just going to be like, I know there's a guy here, Mitch, who has a Mantic on his, and it's a 900 horsepower Vortec car, and that thing rapes, and he has no issue. So I might just go back to Mantic and be like, yo, let's talk turkey. The issue with me and Mantic is the clutch disengagement point. And if that's something I can change, because I don't want it to come out by my fucking ears. I want it to come out an inch or two from the bottom. And if I can't make that happen, then What clutch do you recommend for a full bolt-on Mustang? Full bolt-on or McLeod RST seems to be the way to go. Personally, a fan of the Roush 2.3 all day. Me too. Guys, I would do a Roush 2.3 all freaking day because VMP doesn't make the 2.3 anymore. They make the 2.65 casting with Magnuson. Roush still makes the good old 2.3. Now, when I'm talking, because you guys, you guys need like visual. Roush 2.3 Lord Gen 2. And I think Ford Racing has it, right? No, not that ugly front feed piece of shit. Stop it. Pony parts? CJ Pony parts? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, this blower is still, to me, one of the better kits out there, in my opinion. The Gen 2 Roush blower. Do you have better pictures? God damn, these pictures are shit. Good job. So anyway, the Roush Gen 2 with the removal, and it already has a bigger elbow back here. So this is the one I'm talking about, the one that looks like the VMP Supercharger, but it's really a Roush blower. That's the one. That's the one that I'm talking about. Images. No, not the VMP, the Roush. This guy to me is still a very stout blower. 2.3 liter, big inlet, removable elbow so that you can get to your injectors easily. You know, the issue between that and the old VMP is that VMP has this elbow here. And if you want to remove that back injector, you got to remove the blower. Roush took care of that by making this inlet removable. So guys, the Roush 2.3 can still make big boy power, no problem. So don't be afraid of buying a Roush 2.3. Smelly cat. Okay, just tuning in. Alex Parra. Would you ever switch from turbo to blower on a Gen 1? Depends on how... boy, I don't know. Depends how your turbo's running. Like, are you having issues with your turbos? Turbos are always going to be better for power delivery. You're going to make the most power out of a turbo. And as long as you're not having constant issues under the hood fucking around with turbos or their lines and wastegates and all this bullshit, I'd keep the turbos in there. Jeff Geico went to Bimini and never came back. Whatever that means. He said every time he stomps on it, it goes into safe mode. The VMP build car. Oh, that's the throttle body, Ants Coyote. 100%, that's a throttle body. I guarantee he gets a P2112 or a P2119 code if it is a Gen 3. That's 100% the throttle body. The TJ69 has had issues. So if you have a twin 69 in your car right now and you're having issues and look at the codes, and if it's throwing anything having to do with TPS, P2112, P2119, it's the throttle body. Hey Alex, what are your opinions on the 2021 Mamalona? 15 to 17 or 2018 are becoming unicorns since the Tacuaches are hopping on the F-150 game. Only ones available are 2021. I know DOD is gay. I don't know much about the 2021 at all, and I really don't. I don't want to come across like a dick. I really don't care because I didn't care about F-150s until I got one. I know Manuel was out there racing. A couple of guys were out there racing. I saw Jake get one, and I saw what Jake had plans to do, and I said, well, I want to support Jake. And I need a truck to tow cars around because I'm sick and tired of driving these cars to events, and I can't drive the GT500 to an event. It's just going to get there hot as fuck, and it's not going to be a good time. So it was time to buy a truck, so I bought a Gen 3 Mamalona because I want to support Jake, what he has going on. And if I do get a truck and that's going to be the daily, I want it to be semi-quick. The Danimal says 2.3 is my favorite, especially for daily drives. Alex, do you miss your black 11 GT? Every fucking day of my life. Every day of my life, I miss that black 11. That was a great little car. Beefcake says, the Roush 2.3 is back ordered till at least July. I have a customer from February that's still waiting, and they just updated the ETA this week. Wow, so even Roush was a little back ordered. Hell, I tried to order the Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates, and they said August ship date. Dude, it can't be because of COVID. Come on. Stop it. And see, the thing is, to me, that's so weird because in Florida, COVID was over in June of last year. June of last year, I was at the gym. I was doing stuff. It wasn't an issue. June or July, I was at the gym. So, to me, when I hear COVID is an excuse, blows my mind because that's like almost a year old. But I live in Florida. So, Michigan is just getting out of COVID shit. California is just getting out of COVID shit. Massachusetts is just getting out of COVID shit. When I've been in that zone since June of last year. So, I'm a little confused when people say COVID. And I'm like, I live in Florida. We've been out of that shit since June. Who's your guy in Killer Instinct? Fulgore. Rich, 357 Coyote. Fulgore and Glacius. I didn't like Chief Thunder that much because he's annoying. Saberwolf just made a lot of howling sounds. And Cinder was the gayest looking character. He's on fire. He's flaming. I liked Fulgore. I liked Glacius. And I forget the one that had the sword. That's similar to Ken and Ryu on Street Fighter. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think it'd be smart to swap the stock Roush intake for a JLT intake or go aftermarket throttle body instead of the stock GT500 one? That's the issue of my car. Alex, no. I think that the 500 throttle body is fine on your car. I don't think the JLT is going to improve anything. Just let us try to fix the issue. Now, if you do decide on getting an aftermarket throttle body, get a Cobra Jet 65mm. Again, the Ford Racing CJ65 is all you need on that car. Michael N says, I have a Roush 2.3 with an RST, twin 67, junk, cold air intake, 1050s. It lives at 650, pump gas tuned by you guys. Great setup, drives like stock, close to it. Exactly. You don't need, if you want a nice daily car, it doesn't get much better than a Roush RS3 or a Roush RS3 power plant like he has. That's the way to do it, in my opinion. Gyms in Cali just opened a few months ago. Still a bunch of restrictions, too. Wow. Any update on Peasant Chat car testing? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I announced that like Friday. You think I'm like on that shit? I got a life, guys. 3/4 of my life is taken up by Lund racing stuff. And the other eighths, I can split up into like video, dating. Come on, stop it. Don't rush me on that shit because I'll just nix the idea 100%. Tired of all the COVID bullshit in Michigan. Yeah, it hasn't been a thing here for a year. We are just going about our business. And I love how people talk shit on Florida. Oh, Florida's causing all the spikes. People are going to Florida and bringing back COVID. Guess where all the Massachusetts people are? Guess where all the Jersey people are? Guess where everyone is this weekend? Here. This place is full of Northeasterners. And they're like, it's so pretty and open. There's so many restaurants open and look at these houses. Just was given the choice of the VMP Odin due to the stocking issues at Whipple. I took them up on the offer and added the Mantic 9000 clutch. Nice, nice, nice. Alex, ever think about getting a jet ski? Yeah, eventually that'll be the thing, but not until I get a house so I can store that place, store it properly. Hyperinflation is here. Enjoy. Thank you a lot, brother, says Alex. I'll get out of here with my questions, but I'll continue watching the show. Keep it up. I really appreciate what you do for the community. Thank you. I appreciate that, Alex. Hellenbach. White SI50 says, what is happening in a lot of the states that is companies are having a hard time finding labor. People are receiving the stimmies and they'd rather stay at home. Look, if you can live on $1,400 a month, God bless you. My rent's close to $2,000. And people are like, oh, you rent? Guys, most people in Florida rent. Most people in Florida rent. There's just huge communities out there. To buy a house here now, you're going to have $500,000 to $600,000. Big boy money for a mediocre house. How often do you get nightmare tuning situations where a car needs 8+ revisions to get it figured out? Not often. Not often. It's probably 10% of the time. And right now I have a car with HPJ. I'll give you an example. HPJ right now has a TVS car that has this weird stalling issue. And I said, look, there's something else I am masking, but I'm going to keep with it because it's HPJ and they know their shit. But I guarantee I am masking another issue. The car made good power, runs and drives fine, but it almost stalls when they drive it. So I'm like, okay, here's 50% idle air. And this is on revision like 8. So we'll see how it goes. I'll hear back from them Tuesday. My company has been at 60% labor capacity since October. Wow. Installing my Mantic and my Calmer Stage 2 this weekend, and all these issue rumors been scaring this old dude. Now, you'll be okay, a horse named Dollar. I don't know that there's issue. 90% of the time, the issue is the install. Mantic has been stout. I haven't had an issue with Mantic. But when trans companies start telling you things, you go, but I think Ben Calmer, love him. You know, he suggests one thing, then the next year he suggests another thing. I have not had any issues with a Mantic clutch. John Sr. has a Mantic clutch in his GT500. I have not had any personal issues, but I hear things. So maybe I should shut up about hearing things and actually experience the issues to see if there are any. So I'll reach out to Jeff Gurko and see what we can do. Beefcake says, I just bought a house in Florida. Can't wait to stay there this winter. 12 minutes from Bradenton Motorsports Park. Oh, so you live in the sticks. You decided, so you don't live in Florida, Beefcake. You live in South Georgia. You decided to buy a house in South Georgia. There are gators there. There's no gators down here. You can keep the jet ski behind the couch. You're not wrong. Alex Salvia. Alex is so right. I rent, and my apartment is $1,900 a month because the 3-2 house around here is $400,000. Exactly. Jeff Carnell says, Alex is still in shock, running 11.2 at 125 with just an exhaust and E85 full interior stock cold air. Lund for the win. No, Jeff Carmels, you need something else. He went 11.22 at 125 with just an exhaust and E85 with a full interior stock cold air. That's not impressive, Jeff. I know somebody. They aren't getting $1,400. They're getting full benefits plus $300 per week from the Fed. Okay, $1,400, $300 per week. That's $1,200, $1,400. That's $2,600. If you can live on $2,600 a month, God bless you. Cause rent with me is $2,000, $1,400, $1,200. Stop it. But in Ohio, I guess that goes a long way. Who knows? Killer Instinct was amazing. Boy, Killer Instinct Full Gore. Oh, man. Full Gore Ultra Combo. Woo! Oh, man. To pull this off in the middle of some shit. The 29. This is SNES. Where is it? Jago. Wow, this is some shit-ass graphics. Let's get to it. Oh, yeah, get it, Full Gore. Oh. This is the Super Nintendo. Come on, do the 29 shit. Oh my god, that looks so much fun. Here it is. Oh yeah. And then you gotta hit him 3 times on the way down. Boom. Oh, good job. Bro. Badass. That is the worst graphics I've ever seen in my fucking life. Holy crap. They made a remastered version for Killer Instinct. Too rich for a stimmy, even my couch touches the wall. Jago would slaughter Full Gore. Jago. Did they gonna have to check out? Okay. Those were top-notch graphics back in the day. This is 1995 all over again. No, but the arcade, Killer Instinct arcade was good. Arcade video, I don't know, images. It probably wasn't. It was probably absolute garbage. 60 frames per second. Wow, so this is like the best quality that they had. Glacius was pretty badass. Wow, what happened? 1994. Like love this Glacius versus I'm gonna play this. I'm leaving. I'm gonna play this for an hour. I'm gonna find it, get an emulator, and just play it. Good stuff. The Killer Instinct remake did in 2014 was better than the original. Okay. Did not know that Hunter Walker. Yeah, PC and Xbox One. I've been debating what shorter shifter to get with the Mantic. Is there any shifter that works well with the MT82 clutch and that you would suggest? I like the Barton Hybrid 3, and I like the body mount, not the trans mount, to keep NVH at a minimum. Cinder can do the ultimate and unlimited ultra. Yeah, I heard about the unlimited ultra. It was just constant juggling of the character. Kids don't know nowadays what it's like to grow up in a bowling alley arcades. Your dad just gives you his pocket full of quarters and goes, get out of here, kiddo. Go play Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Skee Ball for 7 hours. Barton Hybrid 3 says Jared Stevens. Thank you, Dre Day. You got it. I only know one, Xbox. 1994, year before I graduated. Old head here. I graduated 95 also. So I'm 43 years old. So yeah, 1995 is when I graduated. GoldenEye for the win. Nah, I wasn't a Nintendo guy because my couch, I didn't even have a couch to touch the wall growing up. I was a poor motherfucker. So we had like the Sega Genesis. So what used to be Mario for you guys was Alex Kidd in Miracle World for me. But then Sonic the Hedgehog kind of made Nintendo guys go, shit, that game looks fun as hell. But I had Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I had R-Type. Remember R-Type? The game R-Type. And, Contra. It's good shit. GoldenEye for the win. The first Mortal Kombat was pretty sick for Super Nintendo. Alex, do you know which of the Lethal Performance clutches Ben Calmer recommends? Well, Lethal Performance doesn't make any clutches. I get some stuff private labeled. Basically, they slap their sticker on some stuff. But I think the LPX or something like that is the one that Ben Calmer recommends. I graduated class of 2020. Wasn't even born when you graduated. Damn. All Alex's recommendations have been mint. Now I have a Whipple, 4 Innovations, E85, and Steeda. It rips. I wouldn't steer you the wrong way. My job is to get you going the best way possible. I'm not brand loyal. I don't care. Some people will be like, go get all these parts and get all that part and get all that. I'm not brand loyal. I am not shop loyal. I am car loyal and customer loyal. So if a mix of parts works better on your setup than dedicated parts from one company, I'm gonna let you know. Still play MK11 and Mortal Kombat 11 and I don't know what X. I don't know Mortal Kombat. Alex Kidd, that is old school. My dad had a 4i Fox vert with a B cam in high school. I'm a youngin'. Road Rash was fucking great. Yeah, Genesis was nasty. You're like the cool Theo I never had, says Gatsa. So Alex Kidd in Miracle World was awful. When you look back, you're like, oh, but I played it nonstop because that's, I was poor. Remember Parappa the Rapper? Was that PlayStation? Oh, wow. This is like when you order Mario from Wish. Oh my god. Did he ever get big? Watch out for the dragon. Look at that fist though. So, yeah. Oh, we got it. What the fuck just happened there? Let me see what's this. Oh, look. What the fuck map is this? The graphics are so trash. Oh, look at a helicopter. Yes, we have to keep it in the button. Oh my god, it brings back so many memories. Dude, it would be addicting to just sit. As an adult, you'd play, if you did play this as a kid. Oh, look at, wow. I forgot all about this. I might have to get me a shit-ass Sega. And what was the other name that, Contra, I mean, we know Contra. Contra was just, but this was the NES. Contra! It was just crazy amount of guns. Where's the side view? That's the side view. And then there was R-Type. Oh man, R-Type was just fucking great. 1987. Ooh-wee for those old motherfuckers. That motherfucker, you can jettison that guy and shoot people from the other side. You gotta make sure you get that thing in the guy's belly, and you can just shoot him from like remotely. It was a good time, man. That was a good time. Shit, sorry to bring you back to. This is peasant chat. I don't give a fuck. We do whatever. Contra 45. I remember that game. I graduated in 99. Bought myself a 91 Fox deck body kit. I slayed everything in that ride. Just fold the back hatch and seats. Was an instant bed. Nice. Contra was fire. Grabbed that S power up. Same thing with my Raspberry Pi. Ikari Warriors want some of that. Wonder if kids would ever get lost for hours in Carmen and San Diego and Oregon Trail like we used to. Probably not. Duck hunt for the win. Graduated in 87. Damn, Mike, you old as fuck. I went all motor daily. I went to an all motor daily run with your brung last night. No rules. Made it to 4th place and red light. Boo. So Ben is recommending lethal clutches now. No, he likes the lethal LPX. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to Mantic. Holy changes in mine every other week. When mine goes to another stock one is going in. Gotcha. Understood. I understand. Me and Dad used to play external champions in the day. Contra was fire. I grew up on Need for Speed Underground. How about Outrun? How many of y'all motherfuckers know Outrun? You don't know Outrun. This is old for me. Oh my God. Outrun, the Ferrari Testarossa in Miami. Look at this. They used to have selectable music, and there it is. Look at that.
Get ready.
Look at that Testarossa. Look at this fat slob. And then on the arcade console, you have a low-high, so you can hear the tires chirp as the goes down the road. good at this game. You gotta stay on the inside track, asshole. Stay on the inside track all the time. All the time. See, no one's on the inside track. Always stay on the inside track. Just made me a liar. Look at that. Watch out, man! That was a Corvette. Let some motherfucker tell me that I copyrighted his shit and it's Outrun. You know, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Castlevania was dope. I had Outrun. Flip the car over. Damn. Cruising USA. I remember Outrun. Outrun was the Ferrari Testarossa. Insane. Spy Hunter. Oh, Outrun. Bro, I play this in the arcades. Look up AVGN Adventure if you want a modern take on the classic side scroller. Up, up, down, down, left, right, right. Outrun and Afterburner. No. There was a Sega game that I was addicted to. It was a helicopter game. Shit. It was good. Sega game? What was it? Not Desert Strike. No, not Desert Strike. Airwolf. It was Airwolf. The Airwolf game. Game. I think Airwolf had a Sega game. Yes. Super Airwolf. Yeah, Super Airwolf. Listen to this. Yeah, man. Airwolf? You don't remember Airwolf? Oh my god, bro. Airwolf was the shit. Ow, god damn it. You know, it's weird. Like, you're an old man, but you're still a kid. You're still a kid inside. You're like, man, shit, that was fun. Wait, what are we talking about? Just got rolled in here. I grew up with pole position. What anti-roll bar do you recommend on an S197? The TIG Vision anti-roll bar is King Daddy, but UPR makes a good one too. Andrew Stotts. Operation Wolf. I used to have double tapping. I used to love double tapping the pedal to do wheelies. I would lose just to do that. 100%. Played the drag racing game on Atari back in the day. Airwolf. Not bad show back in the day either. There was a show called Airwolf. Yeah, that was a good show. It's just dumbass helicopter and it was like Knight Rider, but in the air. My favorite game was running from my handsy drunk uncle. Sadly for my sister, I was faster. Jesus Christ. Jeff Carmels. We all had that uncle though. Star Wars was OG game. You can do that on an emulator on your phone for 99% of all the games on Android. I don't want to stick on my phone and play games on my phone. I don't have time for that shit. Anyone play the original Silent Hill for the PS1? No, I haven't. Do you recommend Team Z anti-roll bar? Yeah, look, anything Team Z makes is pretty badass stuff because their stuff is vetted at the track. They're not one of those guys out there popping off on social media. They're not one of those guys out there saying we're the best at this. They just make shit that works. So I highly recommend anything Team Z makes for sure. Cobra Triangle, headed on my Commodore 64. Jesus, the uncle. The uncle was pretty morbid. What was the other game where you'd go around the streets and fight people? Not Street Fighter. There was two of you and you'd walk around warehouses and you would just grab people and fight them. This guy would come up with a chain, whipping his chain around, and you'd grab him by the head and knee him in the face. What was the name of that game? I want to look that up and then we'll get the hell out of here so I can go about my business. For NES, Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenger was a great racing game. You could actually run an entire Daytona 500. Could you imagine 2.5 hours in a Super Pitfall? Hello, how's it going? And then you know my King Cobra Street. No, not Streets of Fury. Keep going. There's other games where you just walk around and you just fight people. Double Dragon. Thank you. JR10. Double Dragon. Thank you. Oh, Double Dragon. Thank you so much. You guys are great. You guys are great. Where is it? Double Dragon. Yes, Double Dragon playthrough, no death. Double Dragon arcade game. Look at this. Double Dragon. Did they say Double Dragon? Yeah, look at that. All right, let's go. Headbutted him. Headbutted him. Yeah, a girl. That was a girl. Equal opportunity. Oh, look at it. Get the bat. Get the bat. Oh, oh. Jesus. Oh, that's a big dude. Holy shit. Get the bat. Elbow, elbow. Damn. Uppercut. Oh, man. Suplex. That's a bad time. There you go. They do combos. And I think he does kicking combos too. Yeah, there you go. So he had a kick button and a punch button. And then we just roll off combos. And I think, yeah, you got it. Oh, this guy's a little brown. He had a knife. Racist game. Yeah, of course the brown guy has a knife. Oh my God, how dare you. Oh, this guy's even bigger and browner. And he got a mohawk. The racism. Oh no. I love that. Oh my God. Back then, you know, it was a politically incorrect to do whatever. What a great thing. Oh my God. I've got Team Z Bolton, Cobra Jet Kit, very high quality. Double Dragon, Road Rash was great. Also the light chassis, got it. Bad Dudes, Alex, River City Ransom, Something Fury, I think, Pit Fighter, No Limit Drag Racing 2.0, Nickel White, Bad Dudes, Alex, Narc, you had to collect cocaine bags. Double Dragon, Bad Dudes, beat the game over and over. Double Dragon, trash, says Robert Torres. Blitz was the best game. Bad Dudes, and can't forget the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I never really got into that. This is like a tour through just fun at the mall. It's Mr. T, Bonehead, fake Mr. T, Mr. Tire and the Double Dragon. Mr. T pulled up, stuck walking up against the wall. All right, I'm. Boy, this peasant chat went from lame as fuck to actually fun, and a lot of people dipped out. Oh, they're talking about video games. Sorry, it's either gonna be that or why don't you guys run the P51 intake? It makes more power. I'd rather talk video game shit. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys got plenty of barbecues to go to. Happy Memorial Day to everyone that served. For everyone that voted Democrat, happy 3-day weekend. Go out there, enjoy yourselves. Understand why this holiday is being observed. Don't be ignorant about it. If you live in a lockdown state, I apologize. If you come down to Florida and you're thinking about moving down to Florida, keep your Northeast bullshit up there. Please, please, please. If you come down here, you gotta, they should make it a prerequisite that if you come down here, you have to register Republican. Because if you're going to come down here and change shit, you're going to get kicked out like immediately. So I'm going to get out there, do some stuff, get some videos made, get the GT500, maybe 60 to 130 GT500, drag race, draggy stuff on the F-150 stock, and maybe put a cold air on it, on the all in the stock tune. I'm going to do everything I can before I can tune it. So I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. And for those of you that are on the dating channel, you know what I tell you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Fucking idiot.